Some people are born into comfort. Others are born into survival. This is not a story about luck. This is not a story about talent. This is the story of one poor boy, one impossible decision, and $10 that changed everything. If you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever felt like the world forgot you, this story is for you. This is the power of one choice. Rahim was born in a small, broken house in a Bangla neighborhood. Not the kind of place you dream from, the kind of place you escape from. The roof leaked when it rained, the walls were cracked, and silence filled the room every night. Not peace, but worry. His father died when Rahim was just a child. From that day on, life became simple in the worst way. Eat if there is food, sleep if there is space. Dreams were a luxury they couldn't afford. Rahim's mother worked wherever she could, cleaning homes, washing dishes, lowering her eyes when people spoke down to her. Yet every night, she told Rahim the same thing. You may be poor, but never believe you are small. Rahim grew up fast, too fast. By 18, he knew hunger, he knew rejection, and he knew one painful truth. If he didn't change his life, no one would. Rahim wanted to start a business, not because he loved money, but because he hated begging. He watched others selling food, small items, anything. He learned, he observed, he dreamed. But there was one problem. He had no money, no savings, no relatives to help, no loans, nothing, except one thing. On his 12th birthday, his mother had given him a gift, a small gift, but precious, a gold ring. She said, if one day life breaks you, sell this and stand again. Rahim kept that ring for years, never wore it, never touched it, until one night. That night, Rahim sat alone. The house was dark. His mother was asleep. He held the ring in his hand, and for the first time, he cried. Because selling it meant one thing. There would be no safety left. The next morning, Rahim went to the market. The shopkeeper looked at the ring, smiled, and said, best I can give you, $10. $10. The price of years of sacrifice, the price of love, the price of survival. Rahim hesitated. Then he remembered his mother's words, and he sold it. Rahim walked out with $10 in his pocket and fear in his chest. $10 doesn't sound like opportunity, it sounds like a joke. But Rahim didn't laugh. He spent $5 on basic materials, cheap, rough, uncertain. The other $5? He kept it hidden, just in case. He started small, very small. Some days he failed, some days he earned nothing, some days people mocked him. What business can you build with $10? Rahim didn't answer. He worked harder, woke up earlier, learned faster. He reinvested every single dollar. No comfort, no rest, no excuses. Months passed, then years. $10 became 100. 100 became thousands. Rahim failed again, lost money, lost time, but he never lost discipline. He studied markets, trends, people. Eventually, Rahim took a risk, a big one. Everyone told him not to. But Rahim remembered the ring, the sacrifice, the $10 choice. He invested everything, and this time, it worked. The business exploded, partners came, opportunities multiplied. Years later, Rahim stood in a glass building, looking down at a city that once ignored him. He was now worth millions, then hundreds of millions, then billions. But the first thing he bought? A gold ring. Not for himself, for his mother. He placed it in her hand and said, "This one I will never sell." Rahim didn't succeed because he was lucky. He succeeded because when life gave him nothing, he chose courage. $10 didn't change his life, his decision did. So ask yourself, what is your $10 choice? Because sometimes that's all it takes.